Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunkissed Reactions. My name is Courtney. Today, I am here with a brand new possible series called Pluto. If you want to watch me watch this show for the channel, then please comment, tell me that you want me to continue. It will live on Patreon if it doesn't make it to YouTube, so you can always watch it there. And I don't know anything about this show, but I was at the dog park a few days ago, and I was watching some Mojo videos. Shout out to Mojo. It was on some of their top lists of anime for 2023. I believe it was a 2023 series. It's a Netflix series. Like I said, I don't know anything about it, but from what I saw, what I saw was absolutely gorgeous. It seems like a very well animated show. And it seemed like, from what I can kind of remember, which isn't much, it was kind of dark, seemingly right up my alley. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good show. Like I said, if you want to watch me, or if you want to have me continue this on YouTube, then let me know. There's also going to be a couple other shows that I'm going to test out on the channel that might be possible reactions as well. Now that, at the time of this recording, there are 2 episodes left of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I don't know when Demon Slayer is coming back, and I know that My Hero's not coming back until at least beginning to mid-April. So I have some time to be able to do a new show before those come back. So, and Attack on Titan's almost over for me. I watched the finale tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. So, but by the time this comes out on YouTube, all of those 2 shows will be over, and it'll be probably end of January by the time this comes out. So, I think it's only 8 episodes. They are longer form episodes, but there's only 8 of them. So I figured that would be plenty of time for me to fit this in my schedule. But it's all up to you guys. If you want, it's going to live on Patreon if it doesn't make it on YouTube. And speaking of Patreon, this is the first episode of a new series in a new season, and I offer all first episodes for free on my Patreon. They are made public. So if you're interested in watching it full length, this is an hour. It says an hour and 11 minutes long. Now, I know that Netflix has 5 minutes worth of credits at the end. So, but if you want to watch a full length version with me, you can for free over at Patreon, patreon.com/sunkissedreactions. And that link is going to be down in the description below. There you can find full length for anything and everything that I do, movie reactions, Patreon exclusives, all of that can be found at my Patreon. And like I said, the link is down in the description below. But I'm super excited. A lot of people, they are very stressed when a new series of an anime is starting. It's the opposite for me. I love jumping into a new anime world and learning all about it. So I'm very excited to start this. Hope you guys are as well. So I say we go ahead and get in this episode. Well, that's not good. Forest fires. Smokey the Bear is not happy. Is that water?
Where are you, Mont Blanc? Why can't I get a seat here? Mont Blanc, I'm coming!
No, you're not.
Blanc signal's gone dead!
Well, maybe there was a crash. Oh, well. Oh, I did remember something about maybe there being robots. Oh, that's sad.
The legendary robot assigned to the Swiss Forestry Service, Mont Blanc himself, was found dismembered within the blaze's ring of destruction. Mont Blanc was known the world over as a mountain guide without equal.
Oh. Did that professor create him?
Bernard Blanca, 42 years old, killed in his apartment.
I'd
Big
say
advocate
so.
for the international robot laws.
Was he a human?
Oh, yes.
Seems like something very large, powerful attacked here.
I'm sure you've noticed, but our killer wrecked the place.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
I don't think robbery was a factor at play here.
Huh? How do you figure?
I can tell. This damage is from the attack itself.
And tell me what you make of this.
That's a dead body. I mean,
Why'd they go to the trouble of jamming stuff into his head like a pair of damn horns?
oh.
Hard to believe that a police robot could be destroyed so easily.
Seems a little unoccupied. I'm sorry, what? He just turned his hand into a fucking gun. That's cool. So he's like a cyborg?
Ah, you're an addict. High on a drug called Noi. Taken about 40 minutes
Noi.
ago. If I had to guess, you attacked the officer with that pipe to avoid getting collared on a drug charge. After him, you destroyed a local constable bot. Now, I can read you your rights and arrest you without incident, or we can do this.
Okay.
Surprise, motherfucker!
He's got a metal head, I'm assuming.
Like your victim, I'm a robot too.
Okay. A more maybe advanced robot because he looks human? Does his wife know?
Can I help you?
You are Robbie's wife,
Hey.
correct?
Aww.
I'm afraid I have some
They
bad
get
news.
married and everything.
Would it help if I were to erase a portion of your memory data?
My memories of him? Please don't.
Oh, thought they were gonna erase the memories of the dog dying.
This is how they found Mont Blanc, right after he was destroyed.
More horns.
Wait a...
Oh, okay. I didn't make that connection. I don't view those as horns, but okay.
Blanca was the only human in his apartment at the time of his death. I scanned the murder scene myself and found no other traces.
So what the hell are you suggesting? You know where I'm going with this.
I do. The
Killed by
International
robot.
Robot Laws, Article 13. No robot can harm or murder a human.
But if there's a robot out,
Robot out there went rogue.
then we're right back where we were 8 years ago.
I'm assuming since he's like a robot that like he doesn't need to sleep.
Not only did he help restore peace,
Oh. Is this like a memorial for him?
but he apprehended many terrorist cells without any bloodshed. Without Mont Blanc, Asia could never have achieved its current state of peace. He enjoyed singing with the birds and talking with the trees.
I love his little overalls. Like I feel like he doesn't need clothes because he's a robot, but it's cute that they put him in overalls.
They loved my son from the bottom of
Oh, my son. Oh, that's so sweet.
Look, Detective, Mont Blanc's death was no accident. I beg of you, catch whoever did this to my boy.
Yeah. I feel like it doesn't even look like it was a tornado that ripped him apart. Switzerland. Okay, yeah. I figured. What is this that he keeps seeing?
There's nothing out of the ordinary, except
Go on.
This one memory.
most people assume that robots aren't capable of getting tired. But given how human you are in your design, fatigue is a real possibility.
There's a theory that some sort of internal electromagnetic wave anomaly made him self-destruct. I don't believe a marvel of engineering like Mont Blanc could ever be taken out by such a minor error as that. Do you think you can find the perpetrator? At the same time, though, that other case you're on, it looks complicated too.
Can a human enter a room and then commit a crime there, without leaving any sort of biological trace?
In other words, organic traces so minute they can't be detected by your sensor loadout. Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
That is gonna take some thought. Call it my homework for next time. Hope you don't mind my asking, but are you still having that dream you told me about?
Yep.
I am.
But I am intrigued at the thought of artificial minds having dreams.
Yeah.
When you feel up to it, could you maybe tell me what you've seen?
Oh
Excuse
no.
me, sir.
That's the one that died.
Cops are done doing forensics, so it's time to junk it.
Mind if I take a quick look at him?
If there's any parts you want, take them with you. The body's scrap at this point.
Mm. Almost sounded like the same voice as this guy he was talking to, but...
This is your husband's memory chip.
Aw.
Could I trouble you to insert it, please?
There could be painful memories on there. The overlapping sets of memories could cause a malfunction. If that happens, I'm ejecting it right away.
My Robbie is here with me.
Aw. Is
Ma'am,
this
that's enough. I'm taking it out.
his death?
His final memories are clearly too traumatic for you.
What could it be?
What do you see, ma'am?
I'll display it.
Yeah, please. Okay, yeah, that tracks. And then he hits the robot.
Seeing that firsthand must have been traumatic. I can't
Wait,
apologize
yeah,
enough.
there's not gonna... There's...
It's not that.
Yeah.
My husband. He reacted to the sight of the steel pipe at once. I could see his stun gun at the ready.
So why didn't he shoot?
Watch the moment again.
What is it about that?
Up until this moment, my husband never takes his eyes off the man with the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
He was distracted by something.
There, behind him.
What?
Is the apartment Lanka was murdered in. That shot, right there.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, shit.
What is that thing?
I
That
can zoom in some.
perpetrator escaping?
So why was there no mention made of this shot?
Maybe it's
Unless
something
you
that
had
the
memory
human
chip
eye can't
inserted,
see.
You'd never notice something so brief.
And if you're not looking for it.
It can't be a human. Not the way it's jumping from one building to another.
That's not,
Not
a
a
robot.
robot. What?
I don't like where this is going.
Shit. Now what? Now what do we have in this world? Whatever it is, it's very powerful.
The electromagnetic waves he emits are pretty strong. They could scramble your AI if you get too close to them. Wear this to keep you safe.
I'm okay, thanks. I'm immune.
I don't feel safe.
In the time he's been here, he's taken out 4 robots who tried to engage with him.
Damn. This is like a prison?
You gonna learn today?
They fear me. The humans threw together that pile of junk so they can pretend they're not quaking in their boots.
Hmm.
So your brow, 1589.
Oh. What the fuck?
Wow, that's creepy.
Inspector Gazit.
It sounds like Inspector Gadget.
I came here today because there's something I needed to ask you.
Let me guess. What went through the mind of a certain robot when it murdered a human 8 years ago?
So was the killer a human? Or was it?
Or was it a robot? And if it was a robot, why did it do such a thing? Just between us, the humans examined every last bit of it. My murderous artificial intelligence, that is. They couldn't find a single thing wrong with me. My AI passed the test with flying colors. No flaw in sight.
So we have a robot that's a serial killer. Why not just completely destroy it?
That would kill me dead, but alas, my human captors are too spineless even for that.
Okay.
If you want to peek into the head of a robot who's committed murder, all you have to do is exchange memory chips with me. Who knows? You might learn all sorts of things.
What's this?
Those are some printed images of Mont Blanc's destruction and the Lanka murder scene.
Mm.
The horns in both of them. What could they mean?
The god of death. He had horns like these.
Okay.
There was Hearn the Hunter, who took the souls of warriors. He was called the Horned King. In Greek mythology, the Horned King of the underworld was Hades, of course. The Roman god of the dead was Pluto.
The god of the dead.
Whoever did this.
Did not think that that's where we were headed.
Mont Blanc, one of the most advanced robots on Earth, was ripped apart like he was a children's toy. A handful of robots were created with the best technologies the world had to offer. Robots who can also be weapons of mass destruction. There are 6 of them left, present company included.
Okay. So he's one of them. And so there are 5 others in the world that we need to what? Protect from Pluto? I'm assuming that Mont Blanc doesn't have his chip anymore, that we could see what he saw last.
I am trying to work. Don't just stand there in silence like a damn mannequin.
Okay.
Sorry to have entered without your permission.
I'm sure the agency sent me over another good-for-nothing. You got a name?
Yes, sir. You can refer to me as North Number 2.
North Number 2.
The staffing agency told me you have a military background. Do you care to elaborate on that?
I previously served as a butler for the Commander-in-Chief of the British Army for the entirety of the 39th Central Asian War.
He is so big, or this guy is really tiny.
Your whole damn body's a weapon. Make me tea, weapon.
At once, sir.
Oh.
Prior to this assignment, I had the chance to watch one of the films you worked on.
He is so big.
And I was very moved by how the soundtrack served to uplift the imagery.
Is that part of your relevant data?
No, sir. I was sincerely moved by it.
The wellspring of Paul Duncan's talent has run dry. The hell it has. I could still compose circles around anyone if I had a mind to. How dare they just write me off?
You were at the piano just now. It was a beautiful piece, if I may be so bold.
That one's not meant for the celluloid brothel. It's a song I write only for myself. The world can't lay claim to any of it.
Celluloid brothel. Okay.
How many people did you kill in the Central Asian War? I'm sure you can give me an exact number.
The international robot laws forbid me from harming any humans. I am incapable.
Don't pretend as though you've lost count. Get out of here.
Don't. He'll yell at you.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You leave my piano alone, you hear me?
My apologies, sir. So much cutting-edge equipment at your disposal.
They're cutting-edge fakeries, just like you. No, thank you. That's why I never had artificial eyes put in. If I need a machine to tell me what the world looks like, then I'd rather not see it all. The only sights worth laying eyes on already exist within my memory. Visions of my childhood home, back when I still had my sight.
During your youth, sir. Back in Bohemia.
I will turn them into music. I must.
Oh. Trying to turn his childhood memories into music. I wonder if he's like sometimes like his memories are getting like fuzzy like the older he gets, and so he's frustrated with not being able to put them to music because he can't remember.
But I happened to notice that you were moaning in your sleep last night. However, it sounded like you were humming amidst the moans as well. I could be mistaken, but I think that melody born of your unconscious mind is the missing portion of the song you currently struggle to finish. It's the section where you always stop midway.
Get out of my house this instant!
But sir...
I am giving you an order! Leave at once!
Too much pride.
I would like to learn to play the piano if you will teach me.
A weapon like you will never play the piano, and that's final.
I do not want to belong on the battlefield.
Mother! No, please! Where are you?
Was she killed?
Mother, don't leave me behind! I'm right here! Ah!
Mother! I could have sworn I fired you.
I will attempt to recreate the melody you keep humming in your sleep, Sir Duncan.
This is quite the defiant robot. What's he doing?
The sounds you torture out of that piano are not music! The nightmare I've had for years now. Not a dream, but the life that brought me to this. Truth from long ago. I was born into poverty in Bohemia. I was born with a chronic illness, and even with thick glasses, my eyesight was always poor.
Aww.
Singing songs was my only joy in life. My mother, she was a beauty. Even at her most threadbare, men would turn and watch her walk down the street. And she fell prey to a greed that poisoned her heart. Sick as I was, she must have thought me such a burden. Looking back, that has to be the reason why she did what she did. The reason why she threw her own child away.
Oh.
Out of nowhere, I was shipped off to a boarding school in England.
Did she, like, marry to get a better position in life?
Clung to my music studies like
And
a
then
drowning man.
he was shipped off to a boarding
Long
school.
nights came at a price. I
His
soon
eyes.
developed a fever I couldn't shake. Even my beloved music slipped from my grasp. The doctors gave up on me.
Dang.
Through it all, not
He looks like he's dead. How did he live to be this old?
I was dying. They knew it. And I did too. And that's when a Japanese doctor walked into my room.
I'm going to save your life, young man. There's a chance that you go blind in the bargain.
Okay.
The surgery was a success, just as the rogue doctor had predicted.
He went blind.
My eyes grew weaker with each passing day. I knew time was running out and there was so much theory left to learn. I forsook everything but the music.
Hey, Beethoven did it.
Not yet!
Aw. That has to be, like, so terrifying for anybody.
They told me she was alone when the end came. Abandoned as I had been. I became maestro of the music world and took this as my reward. I prevailed. And now, Mother, I'm going to pay homage to all the riches you squandered. I will take those sights that live in my memory and paint them into song. I will show you priceless things that never should have been cast aside, and you will know your mistake.
And she's dead. He's got, like, a chair, like... Oh, I can't remember his name from Ruby. I wish I could play the piano. I could play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Hey, that's pretty good.
This is North number 2. Jeez. This is the Central Asian War. That's what he said. Damn. I want to see what it looks like. Why does he wear those wraps? I can't imagine they're to cover up burns. No. Reluctantly, he will teach him. Oh. He's moaning? Is it his memories that he's...
Is a robot having a nightmare? Maybe I can't compose anymore.
Can teach the robot? Somebody hasn't been doing the dishes or throwing the trash away. Did he, like, leave?
We would love to license one of your old scores for use in this project.
What? Don't you want to use a new soundtrack?
I was of the understanding that you had retired from composing.
Use the damn thing any way you like.
Oh, Sir Duncan, I meant...
Maybe. No, don't destroy it. Yeah. Hey.
I thought you'd want to know that I am back.
Maybe you
Now
can't
what? Didn't I tell you to get out of here?
finish it because you
I
haven't
did leave, as you
quite
requested.
moved
I went to
on
your
from
hometown
those
in Bohemia.
feelings. You haven't dealt with that yet.
I was able to find it. The melody you continue to hum when you are asleep. I know how it goes.
Okay.
Why would you try to drag my nightmare out into the light of day? We don't remember everything like you machines, and that is a blessing.
To lose the dreams I have at night would be a mercy, but yours is different. During my time in the 39th Central Asian War, I neutralized many of the foe's units. No. I decimated them. Tens of thousands of my own kind. And those memories, the memories of the countless deaths by my hand, my artificial intelligence plays them back again and again. I met an ancient man. He said that this one young woman in particular used to sing it so beautifully he remembers even now. That young woman was your mother.
Aw.
I have so much data in my mind about you. It includes facts about your mother you never got to know.
Oh.
Tell me more, tell me
as your chronic illness grew more pronounced, she did not abandon you. The rich man you hated for stealing her affections, she sought him out in order to fund the treatment that saved your life.
Okay.
The rogue doctor who operated on you charged an astronomical fee, and that was the only way she could afford it.
That's sad.
That can't be.
Isn't there a core memory that you've forgotten about? You and your mother would sing that old folk song together.
Aww.
Oh.
Aww.
Mother!
Aww.
How can I forget?
I apologize, sir.
Yeah, that's what happens when you block memories out.
North number 2. I
will
want you to
teach you.
stay.
Aw.
Don't you ever go back to the battlefield.
Oh, it's so sweet. You're gonna need a bigger bench. Unless he's just gonna stand. Seasons are changing. It's been some time. Ooh, it's so pretty. I want to live in a castle. Not by myself. What? Oh, I thought he threw that on him for a second. Oh, look at him laugh again. This robot has brought humanity back into this man's life. Oh, spring again. It's been a whole year. It's gonna be a sad day for this robot when this man dies.
You can't handle the truth. North number 2.
I thought he died.
I finally finished it.
Aww.
I am picking up something approaching at a high velocity.
Ruh-roh.
There was an incident up in the Alps a few days ago. Did you hear reports about it?
This was before everything we've seen in the beginning of this episode? I don't
Just now, sir.
think it was
A tornado was reported 100 kilometers from our position.
Is it coming for you?
An unknown assailant is on a path of direct approach.
No, I don't want these two to die.
Hey.
I spent the past half hour getting to know these guys.
Very soon.
What? No. No, you better come back. Is he one of the 5? Oh, here we go. Oh, badass. What the hell is this? North number 2, don't die. Stop his legs. I got a feeling North number 2 ain't coming back.
Where did you go?
Ah. Having a Dragon Ball Z fight over there.
That sound I heard just now, what could it
Boy, you better get back inside. Don't get electrocuted. Oh.
An explosion.
Get inside. Aww.
I hear it. I hear him singing. I hear your voice, my boy.
Aww. My boy. How sweet.
You're singing our song, and with such feeling.
I'm assuming that's him.
Time to come back home, North number 2. I think that's enough singing for one day.
Oh.
You're going to be late for piano practice.
No. He just disappeared. Did he disintegrate?
It's very nice to meet you. I believe your name is Adam, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Ah. I feel like those two, it could have been just 2 episodes. Like the first half and the second half, I feel like didn't really go together. Well, in the second half, for most of it, it was like a year prior, or within that year prior to Mont Blanc being killed by who possibly is Pluto. I'm assuming that, you know, this god of death or whatever is out there, not human, not necessarily robot. I'm not sure what that means, or if it's some kind of like hybrid, but then like this cop guy is a hybrid or something. Or maybe he just never was human, but he's more like advanced, I guess. And so he looks human, but he's all robot. But he has like memories and possibly feelings. It's interesting. So there's this like Pluto guy thing that is, I'm assuming he's out to kill these 6 like super artificial intelligent robots. So I don't know if North number 2 was considered one of them, but Mont Blanc is. And I can't remember the robot that was in the jail, the serial killery one. It was like, I think it was like Bow or something, and it had like numbers after it. It's interesting that we have this. We're in Switzerland, and we have this. It didn't say like a year, so I don't know if this is. It's seemingly our world because they have like a Japan and they have a. So yeah, I mean it's like seemingly our world in the future at some point in with robots. So it's gonna be interesting. And then at the very end, he ran into this kid. I don't presume that we'll probably ever see the old man again because I'm assuming that North number 2 disintegrated. But he was a war robot where he was in the 39th Central Asian War, I think is what they said. And so in this world, robots are not allowed to kill humans. He said he couldn't do it. So that's why they're confused, because the second crime that we saw, or crime scene, what was the name of the person? It was like Bernard Lanka or something like that, or it was something like that. And so there was he or she, I think it was a she, right? Was a human, but there were no other human traces within the apartment. So they were confused because robots can't kill humans, or they're not programmed to, or something like that. So what is it? And then with the constable cop, I think is what they called him, whenever the wife watched his memories, he caught on his camera something jumping from that crime scene out of towards another building. But she could make out the shape, and it wasn't human obviously, but it's not robot either. So that's very interesting because I don't know what else it could be. And something about the horns, but then that's what led them to Pluto. And so in the logo, the U has like horns on it, which in my like I never it never looked like horns to me. To them it did, maybe just because it was 2 things sticking up on either side. So it's like a serial killery thing leaving its mark. It's, what do they call it? I don't remember what they call when a signature, I guess. They leave a signature, right? That's his signature or her signature. It's whatever signature. So I don't really have much else to talk about because not much else happened. Like I said, the first part and the second part seemed like 2 very different stories. And halfway through I was like, I'm not sure where the second half is going to tie into the story, but maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. I don't know. The only thing I could think of maybe it coming back is maybe they find North number 2's like memory chip or something, because he seemingly fought this thing, and maybe they can have something from his memories to go off of to catch this thing. So it's very interesting, way more robotic than I anticipated. But again, I had no idea really what I was getting into. I knew robots were involved, but robots are way involved. And it said something too about 8 years ago, and now robots have rights. And I guess 8 years ago, a robot killed a human, and so that was part of the conversation that Gizet or whatever, however you pronounce it, was talking to that one guy, that one robot that was in the prison. I'm hoping that we get to see whatever that incident was that was 8 years ago. I don't think they're talking about the war. I guess it could be, but I don't think that's what they were talking about. So it's interesting that robots have memories, and they're they almost seemingly somewhat have more humanity than the humans. So it's interesting. It was a great episode. The animation was fantastic. I thought the dub was great. I'm very interested in watching more. Hope you guys are as well. Remember that if you want to watch me react to this on the channel, let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment down below. Thank you guys again. And until next time, I will see you guys on the next video.